Welcome to this special edition of CASL News. Today we'll be speaking about water overuse, water scarcity, and drought. We are now bringing you to Lester Thirsty in Iowa City to fill you in.
Thank you, Drought. The amount of water the average American uses is mind-boggling. The average American uses 2,088 gallons of water daily, indirectly and directly. For example, an indirect water usage would be a beef dinner. Producing one beef dinner is equivalent to using 1,840 gallons of water because the cow eats so much feed, which takes so much water to grow. If you do the math, the U.S. uses more than 664 billion gallons of water a day. That is a lot of water. Here is River Run Dry in Cape Town, South Africa.
That is a lot of water, Lester. Here I am in Cape Town, Africa. That is definitely not the case. Cape Town is a coastal paradise of over 4 million people, but although it was a great place to live, it is also now the first modern major city to run dry of water. This water shortage was caused by lots of drought and poor city planning. Citizens are now limited to 6.6 gallons of water a day. That is 4.125 flushes of the average toilet and about 3.14 minutes of showering. Whew, that makes me thirsty. The reason Cape Town is limiting its citizens' water usage is to postpone something called Day Zero. Day Zero is when Cape Town will be completely void of water. One of the challenges this water shortage creates is people waiting in hour-long lines to get their few gallons of water instead of going to their jobs or learning at school. Another issue is that people, for good and understandable reason, are not washing their hands or taking showers because they do not have enough water to use on sanitation. This can substantially increase sickness and disease in Cape Town, South Africa. An opportunity that is coming out of this crisis in Cape Town is that the officials there are making efforts to build desalination plants to supply more water. These plants are at the sea floor in a salty body of water, in this case the ocean. And they take the salt out of the water and filter the water so it becomes safe to drink. Another opportunity is that this problem is sparking innovative ideas to save water, like the garden rescue. This invention is connected from your sink, toilet, or shower, and it carries the water through piping into a sprinkler or hose to help water your garden. Garden rescue is one of many strategies meant to help places experiencing water shortages. Now, back to drought, no rain. Wow. We are now going to take you back to Lester Thirsty, who will talk to you about the water cycle and what things are affecting it.
In an unaffected water cycle, you have a liquid body of water, and when the sun shines on the water, the lake heats up, causing the molecules in the water to gain kinetic energy and overcome their attraction, then they phase change into gas, or evaporate. When the water evaporates, it goes up in the air, and the tiny water molecules clump together as they lose energy, and then they continue to clump until they form a large cloud of water vapor. This clumping is called condensation. As these droplets in the cloud get bigger and bigger until they cannot resist gravity anymore, they start falling out of the cloud in the form of rain. When it rains, the water will usually collect into a body of water and the cycle repeats. This everlasting cycle can be disrupted by something like global warming. Global warming, or climate change, is caused by the buildup of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and methane in the atmosphere. These gases can cause the world to heat up because when the sun heats Earth, Earth starts to emit thermal energy into outer space in the form of infrared waves. But when there is a buildup in greenhouse gases, these gases trap those infrared waves, causing the atmosphere to warm. The warming atmosphere will transfer energy into Earth's surface, causing Earth to warm more and more. When Earth's surface heats, it causes the water to evaporate faster and more often. When this happens, it stays so hot that the evaporated water molecules never lose enough energy to attract each other, which means they will never condense and rain. This is called a drought, and the citizens of Cape Town, Puerto Rico, and India have first-hand experience on what a drought can be like.
All this water talk is making me thirsty. We are now going to bring you to I'm So Parched, our experiment specialist. Thank you, Drought. I'm going to show you what happens when you add and remove energy from a substance. The substance we will use today is water. I'm going to fill this pot with water, and as you can see, the water flows, takes the shape of the pot, and stays in the bottom of the pot. This drawing shows you that when a substance is in liquid form, its molecules move around each other. Now, as you can see, there is some steam or water vapor coming out of the pot. This is happening because when I transferred energy into the water, it started gaining kinetic energy and the molecules started moving faster and faster until they started gaining more freedom of movement and finally overcame the molecules' attraction to each other. So the water phase changed into a gas. This image shows you that when a substance is in gas form, its molecules move away from each other. Now, I'm going to freeze this water into a solid by transferring energy out of it using a freezer. While we are waiting, I will show you this drawing of water in the solid form. The solid keeps its shape and stays at the bottom of the container, and its molecules vibrate in place. Thank you, I'm feeling like a water expert now. We have gone over drought, what causes it, what it is, where it is happening, and what is happening in the water cycle at the molecular level to cause it. Back to I'm So Parched. Thank you, Drought. Now that the water is frozen, we can take a peek. Wow, it's solid. The water froze because when we put it in the freezer, we transferred energy out, and the water lost kinetic energy. When the water lost kinetic energy, soon the molecular attraction overcame the kinetic energy that was in the particles, so the molecules were pulled together and vibrated in place. We hope our CASL News broadcast has informed you about water scarcity. If you would like to donate to a charity that helps people in poor countries who are losing access to water, donate to the Water Project at thewaterproject.org. Thank you for watching. This one's for you, America.